Hello!
Hello.
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Jo.
And I'm Andy.
And we've just got back from Walt Disney World.
Well, not just.
I mean, it's less than a week.
It's less than a week, but we've slept. We've been able to sleep like normal human beings after a transatlantic flight.
Speak for yourself. I asked on Instagram whether people wanted to see a haul video and whether they wanted to see it before the vlogs or after the vlogs, and everybody said yes, they did want to see a haul, but then it was the majority of people wanted to see it before the vlog started, and a few wanted it
Afterwards.
So
I think it was like 60-40, wasn't it?
yeah.
So
I figured that the people who want to see it after, they can just watch it at the end. So if you're watching this and you're like, no, I want to watch the vlogs first, come back to it.
Yeah, come back to this video later.
Whereas the people who want to see it before, they kind of, yeah, you have to have it before. I am going to caveat this haul straight away by saying, at the end of the vlog series, there will be a separate haul dedicated to pins. I'm going to show some pins, but this entire thing, it's full of pins. It's a lot of pins. That doesn't include the pins that are at the side of me that I am going to show, or the pins that I bought and I've already traded, because we went to a pin event. Would you like to balance? Thank you. We went to a pin event ran by Pinsane Pins, Saturday and Sunday just gone.
Yep.
So, like,
you've already traded quite a few of them, haven't you?
Yeah, there's a good 15 pins that I've already traded. So, obviously I can't show you them. But I know not everyone is a pin trader and would want to sit through what could quite easily be 30 minutes of me showing pins. So
yeah, let's not do that straight away, huh?
Yeah. So I'm going to do the showing all of the pins that I can show, because the ones I've not traded, basically, as a, I guess, haul at the end. And then it technically satisfies those who wanted it before and those who wanted it after.
Okay.
Look at me being a people pleaser.
Okay, let's just roll on with this, huh?
I'm going to start with this one. Look, I'm going to start with the artwork that I got. I am a big Emperor's New Groove fan.
I'm sure you already know if you spent more than 4 seconds watching these videos in the past.
For Festival of the Arts in February 2024, Steve Thompson, who is an amazing artist, did a Emperor's New Groove art piece. I wanted to try and get it. We obviously didn't go in February. I had asked some people who were useless to look for it, and they said it didn't exist. And then guess what I found? Just sat there, loads of copies of it.
Hey.
So this is my shiny. I'm so happy with it.
Yeah, you just need to get a frame for it now, don't you?
I mean, I need a frame for the other one that's currently sat with me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll also need a frame for this one. This one is by Rain Man, maybe?
Does it say on the back? No, it does not.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. So, you went in for one piece of art and then came out with 3, didn't you?
Yeah, because I got that one. And then I also saw this little Powerline Goofy Movie one. It's Powerline and Max. And I just thought it was adorable. None of these have prices on the back, so one moment. The standout one was $14.99.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that I showed was $44.99, and then the Yzma one was $34.99, and on each one of them I got 20% off because of having DVC. So I only spent $11.99, $35.99 and $27.99, basically for a sum total of $80.91.
Because you can't escape the sales tax.
No, I can't, but I did save $19.
Woo!
Ooh, that basically made the standout one free in my
In your
girl maths.
Well, yeah. I'm going to buy these and get this one because that's practically free.
Girl maths. So yeah, they I think we bought them possibly one of the first purchases that we made.
Yeah.
And then I basically, as we were packing, had the cool, one of these is like A3 size, more or less. Like it's A3 width, but I don't think it's A3 length. Did not think I would get them back in one piece. And yeah.
Somehow you managed it, surprisingly.
I have.
I was expecting that we would have to get all the cardboard redone or something like that
But
to get them reframed, but no, it actually
Seems-
worked.
Seems to have worked quite well. So, very made up with that. I don't know where they're going to live in the house because I was going to redo my office with Cheesy Bee movie posters, wasn't I?
Yeah, so
Maybe in the
maybe
bedroom.
just stop buying art for the moment.
The Yisma's yellow.
Yeah,
It can go in the living room.
okay. So yeah, we've got a grey and yellow living room as the colour theme. Millennial grey and yellow. No, it's more of a darker grey than millennial grey, but
I mean, is it?
yeah, it is. Millennial grey is like lighter and soft.
It's like the ceiling and the pillar.
Yes, whatever. We've got a grey and yellow living room, whatever.
And that is yellow, so it could go in the living room.
It could. It could.
That feels like an off-camera discussion where
No, like I said, it could.
I'm the one who does all the DIY in the house, so I could just shove it up.
Yeah, and I won't care. Anyway, let's move on to the next.
Should we move on to clothes?
Yeah, sure.
I did think I hadn't bought many clothes.
Yeah, you went crazy in the outlets, didn't you? And also a few t-shirts.
So I'm not going to bother showing any of the outlet stuff because it was all boring workwear. Like you don't need to see a load of like trousers that I bought from Gap to wear to work.
Yeah.
Imagine
You went-
trousers.
You went in one shop, found a pair of trousers and went, hey, this is a good idea. I could get some workwear, couldn't I? I don't know why, but you found the fits a lot better over there, didn't you?
Yeah,
So-
everything's just clothing wise was just.
And
really
also
good.
you'd be able to, because it was the outlet, spend on a better brand.
Yeah, then I would. Like I would have just gone to Primark over here to be honest to buy workwear, and for the same price as I would have spent in Primark on like £10-15 pair of trousers, I was able to get American Eagle and Gap. So
Yeah.
I've
Winner,
literally
winner, chicken dinner.
found one like style in Gap that I liked, and then bought it in every colour. Yeah, guess who has to wear workwear to be in offices and stuff now?
Not me.
So yeah, I'm not going to bother showing any of that. The Disney stuff, I think I didn't buy anything at the Character Warehouse because unless
No.
you like the movie Wish, there was nothing at Character Warehouse.
Again, Wish is just hanging around the parks and the stores. They can't seem to get rid of the merch.
They
don't-
wish they could get rid of it.
Was Wish actually successful or not?
I don't know, you just brushed over by
Yeah. You made a cheesy joke. We get it. Was it successful or not?
Well, we've never watched it.
No. It probably made its money back, but just meh, didn't take off. Probably expecting another Frozen, and it failed. But then Inside Out wasn't really expected to do anything, and Inside Out 2 has just gone.
It's because Inside Out is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Inside Out 2 is not as good, but I think I need a second watch on it. Anyway, so all the clothes that I've bought, they are all from the parks. Do you want to start with your clothing purchases?
Sure, why not? So,
To prove that I'm not the only one who bought stuff.
yeah, I had the problem this year that when I was packing to go to Florida, I had only 2 Spirit jerseys that actually fit me and didn't look like a massive tent on me. And then you've took some and tried them on, and they also look like a tent on you as well, didn't they? So I've now got Spirit jerseys in the house that I need something to do with. So
Yeah, there's a few of them that they are big on me, but I quite like them being super oversized, so I'd still wear them.
whereas I got
There's
used.
a few of them that they're going to be appearing on eBay.
Whereas I like, after buying my 50th Spirit jersey last time, which is a lot more fitted on me, I quite enjoyed that, so I wanted more of a fitted Spirit jersey. I still have that one because it's just a bit baggy now
Yeah,
on me, rather than being like slender on me. So I didn't really go with the expectation of buying like a ton of Spirit jerseys, because obviously you never know what's going to be released by the time you go there. And I actually found 2, which is quite unusual for me because I only usually get 1.
2 Spirit jerseys?
Yes. Why are you confused by that?
Wait, there's that one. What other one?
That other one?
Is that a Spirit jersey?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, I forgot all about that. Anyway.
So, first one. Joe pressured me into buying this one because I have a really bad habit of going into places, seeing something I like, and then going, I'll come back to that.
Which I would just like to point out, one of my items is a different colour to what I wanted because I didn't take my own advice.
Yep, so we walked into Star Traders in Tomorrowland and they had a whole set of Tomorrowland branded merch, and this is the Spirit jersey of it. So it's quite so simple. Pretty. Stars with like almost a oil slick metallic sort of 3D print, and also there's a little stitch in a ship there, and then on the back it just has a big Tomorrowland, and it has
all the Tomorrowland things.
Spaceship Earth and monorail, and
doesn't have Spaceship Earth.
No, sorry, not Spaceship Earth. Space Mountain, yes. And the monorail. And I absolutely loved it. And also it's in that sort of 50s art style that I really love.
It is really nice.
It's a bit of me. So I had to buy it straight away. And I'm glad I did, because when we went back a couple of days later, my size was gone. So you
did leave it the first time.
I did leave it the first time, yeah. And it's in Star Traders, and also somebody else mentioned where it was as well. Oh, in the actual
Space Mountain
shop, yeah.
And then the one that I apparently completely forgot existed.
Yeah. So it was a... Did we buy it on the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sort of wanted a Halloween Spirit jersey. I've got one already.
No, it's mine that I just don't like because the neck on it feels like it's coming.
Okay.
I've got a weird thing about necks.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like they're like...
I've got a weird thing about necks.
Not in a creepy way. I just don't like sometimes. I feel like they're too tight on, and I've not got the patience to stretch them out to be nice.
So I went with the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween Spirit jersey for this year. It's dated, and I don't know, I'm sort of enjoying dated things now. I've just noticed with some of the pins that I've got, I like collecting pins with the years on. So like where we've got the Disneyland Paris 2019 pin, and then so hey, I've got a Not So Scary 2024, and the best thing is this glows in the dark as well. So it's the lettering that's glow in the dark, sort of like at the 2024, and also I think the yellow there as well. Yeah. Yeah, it is the big lettering on the back as well. Will I wear it outside of the parks?
Yes, you wore it this weekend.
True, I wore it this weekend, but we're going to a Disney-related event, so that's...
Okay, yeah, I suppose.
Whereas, would I wear it down the street? Probably not. Tomorrowland? Probably would.
Yeah.
But different options for different types of things, so... And it fits really well. Also, the Spirit jerseys are thinner now.
The material has definitely changed. They're so much thinner than they used to be.
Yeah, you could almost get away with wearing it in Florida. Almost. And I know there's going to be some people going, I wear Spirit jerseys in Florida, and it's like, yeah, but I'm also a Brit who, it goes over 20 degrees and I start sweating.
You've got Dave syndrome.
I've got Dave's, yeah. If you don't get that reference, it's fine.
You've not said how much either of those were.
They were $79-ish, $80, and we got DVC discount on that, but I think it was only a 10% on that one.
I'm not sure. I think it was still 20%, but I think because it's a party item, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, the Halloween Spirit jersey was only available during the parties, along with a collection of t-shirts and stuff like that, and there was a pass holder shirt as well, which I was sort of regretting not getting. Because
We're not actually pass holders.
no, so when we do show our affiliations on the wallet thing, it still says that we're an annual pass holder, which we're not, and we're not really going to argue with. But I've never really tried to use it either because
I got a pass holder pin.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah, it's exactly the same discount for DVC or annual pass. So most of the places just don't care. It's only like the access limited stuff, like the DVC or the annual pass pins. But
Yeah, I got a pass holder pin.
yeah.
Should I show my very first purchase?
Yeah, sorry, because I just took over the Spirit jerseys.
You didn't. You didn't.
I did,
You didn't.
but carry on.
So, very, very, very first day, we, spoilers for the vlogs, go to Steakhouse 71 for breakfast.
Yeah.
Then went upstairs to the shops in the Contemporary. They're my favourite shops, I would say, on property.
Yeah, we've had the most success out of the Contemporary shops, haven't we? For
Yeah.
for buying things.
I walked in, and who do I see? It's only flipping Yzma on a t-shirt. Actual official Disney merch with Yzma on it. Like, there was no way that wasn't getting instantly bought. So I did. Because I will always buy everything that has...
So they had an entire range of villains and sort of that colour base, and the outlines was used on like
They
there
had
was a black shirt with all the villains on and
They
a
had-
bag.
Was it like... I don't know if it was a black t-shirt or not, but it had like Hades in
Yeah.
exactly the same. I've just realised I folded that up and I've not said how much it was. I don't know how much it was. They took the tag off for me when they folded it all up.
It was about $17 or something like that. It was one of the cheaper sided t-shirts.
No, I feel like it was more than that.
Okay.
I think it was-
probably more than that then.
I think it was about $30.
Okay.
But it's adorable and I love it. The item that I ended up getting in a different colour to what I wanted is this. It's a really pretty jumper. They do it in this cream colour. They also do it in like a burnt orange, a burgundy red, and then this really, really, really pretty like sage green.
I was going to say sage, yeah.
And I was adamant that I wanted the sage green, but every time we were out shopping where I saw the sage green, I had a t-shirt on that it wasn't a t-shirt that you would ever wear under a jumper, and so I'd try it on and I'd be like, oh, I'm not sure, it's not comfy,
Yeah.
don't actually know I like it.
Or we were going to a situation where
I didn't
buying
want to
it,
carry it.
yeah, buying it would be probably like we saw it when we were going to Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
And you were like, I don't really want to buy this and then have to carry this around and have it on the floor while we're in the show.
So I never bought it, and then I never found it again when I was ready to buy it.
Nope.
So I ended up with it in this colour. This was $54.99 pre-discount. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the cream. It's probably a poor choice of colour for me because I am accident prone with food medals, but
She says wearing a cream jumper.
currently has no stains on it. It's brand new on today, so...
For now.
Yeah. So yeah, I should have just got it in the sage, but it's really pretty. It's got almost like a boucle effect on the castle.
Boucle.
Just like saying boucle.
Boucle.
The boucle residence.
It's fluffy.
Yeah, it's fluffy.
Fluffy like a poodle.
I don't know. I've never met a poodle.
Okay.
Do you want to do your other
Yeah.
clothes?
And my last clothing item, again, was another, had to be an instant purchase just because it was so good. And it's a team jersey type t-shirt, but it's Buzz Lightyear. And I like the colours. And on the back there, it's just so good and
It
comfy.
says round 'em up.
Yep. And there's a dirty mark on it already, but
It
that's.
does need to go in the wash though.
But I did wear it. Did wear it in Florida, and I can't remember exactly how much this is. This is useless, this video. Again, picked it out and wore it, but I think it was around about $50 as well.
It's really pretty though.
And that was available in the Pixar shop in Hollywood Studios on Sunset Boulevard.
And that's the first time that shop we've seen it open since 2020.
Yeah, so that was where I was able to get my Pixar Spirit jersey, my beloved Pixar Spirit jersey, which now Joe's took ownership of.
It is a bit big on me, so it might end up getting...
Oh no!
Well, I
don't
might
say
turn
that.
it into a cushion.
No, you can't do that.
Why? If neither of us are going to wear it, wouldn't you rather it have a life as a cushion?
I suppose. But yeah, that was saw it, bought it, literally within a 10 minute.
I mean, they did only have that one size in the size you needed as well, didn't they? So
No, they had 3 of them, but
oh, did they?
But one of them had a pull, the other one had bad
Oh,
stitching, the
Yeah.
other one had
Check the stitching on the necklines of some of them, because they were like my level of stitching, where it's not exactly straight. It's a bit.
It's one of those that it could have been just odds and ends of the stitching that just needed trimming out, but
It didn't look like it.
Yeah, some of them look like horrible pulls in the neckline. Maybe where somebody had like tried it on and then gone like pull the neckline out to stretch it out and then snap the stitching. But yeah, always check the clothes that you're buying, because you never know.
I feel like this kind of fits in with your one, because yours is like a football style jersey.
Yeah.
And that I also got a football jersey, sort of. So this was $44.99, because it still has the label on. Was it from the men's range? Quite possibly. I don't really care though. It's Goofy. It says Goofy. He's carrying an American football and generally wearing a football outfit. And down the arm it says Walt Disney World. I really liked it. I think it actually says on it. Oh, it sort of says established 1974 under his...
Yeah.
I think it says 1974.
Yeah, it's 1974.
These don't have a price on, but I think they were in the 2 for like $40.
No, dude.
They were $25 each unless you bought 2,
No.
then they went down to 20, was it?
It's 2 for $25.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Well, to go with my amazement at finding in Yzma, I found a new Goofy Movie t-shirt. And let me tell you, I saw so many people wearing this round the park. Like, men, women, kids, wearing it as dresses. Everyone was loving this t-shirt. And I was no exception. I think it's awesome. I just love it. It's got so many good Goofy Movie moments on it. And then the last one that I got was things living rent-free in my head. And it's like park icons. So there's the castle.
Very fitting.
Yeah. Castle, Tree of Life, Spaceship Earth, Big Thunder Mountain. It's a Small World. There's all sorts on there. And they do all live rent-free in my head. And then the last item that I got, this is actually from Gap. I know I just said about how everything I'm showing you clothes-wise is just what we got in the parks, and then I'm bringing out a Gap jumper. But hey, guess who forgot this was in there? The ticket price on this was $59.99. However, anyone who's been to the outlets knows they put a price and then say take X% off the lowest ticketed price, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, my entire shopping basket didn't come to more than $100, and I had like 7 pairs of trousers as well as this jumper, so I very clearly wasn't paying.
Yeah, I had the same experience in Levi, didn't I?
Yeah.
I bought a shirt. It said $45 on it. It said
Get one half price
get
when
one
you buy.
half. Yeah, get one half price when you buy 2. And I liked it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it because I can't find a second. Got to the till and it was $24, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why? That doesn't make any sense. You said it's only on the second one. Whatever.
So yeah, I basically I got this. I can't tell you how much it was because I just don't know, to be honest. So, it's a Disney jumper. It's got Mickey, Minnie, Donald and Daisy on it, and then on the arm it just says Gap. And it's very thick.
It's going to be
very
a good,
floofy.
good winter jumper.
It is. I just liked it, and so I got it. It can basically be the summing up of this entire video.
I liked it.
I got it. I'm an adult who makes adult money. I can spend my adult money on Disney.
Yes, I can waste my money how I want to.
And I will waste it.
So, Joe can't go to Orlando without buying some plush.
Well, no, I can, but...
Joe can't travel anywhere without getting some unreasonably sized plush that we have to make special adjustments for.
We'll get to that bit. First of all, right, so in our video of stuff that we wanted to do beforehand, I said meeting Figment was like my big, like, I really wanted to meet Figment.
Yeah.
We queued up for the ride, and you could see him there doing his little meet and greet, and I was dead excited, and we came off the ride and he'd gone.
Yep.
And he wasn't going to be back for an hour and a half. And to say that I was not okay with this. And then we went into the shop and a Big Feet Figment. Like,
emotional support Figment.
yeah, basically. It was like, if I was a kid and was crying, as a parent I would probably buy this, and so as an adult I'm buying it for myself, and I know
Because
you can stop me.
you were internally crying. How old are you?
And then, like, a week later when we did meet Figment, it was the most awkward meeting ever, and the pictures are horrendous, so you know.
Joe left Figment high and dry, didn't you? He tried to give you a high five and you just went, okay.
I tried to give him a hug and then he went for a high five, and then I went to high five and he tried to...
It was awkward.
It was an entire
so
thing.
Awkward.
Like, we don't need to relive it. It literally makes me want to crawl in a hole and die. So,
All you wanted was some nice photos and it turned into a really awkward moment.
needless to say, meeting Figment is back on the bucket list. But I got this Figment. On the way home, the flight, I had nobody sat next to me, so I put Figment
had a seat.
and I put the seatbelt on him, and basically the entire time I couldn't sleep on that flight home became, what can I make Figment pose doing?
Of course, the flight attendants were scared of you.
I don't care. It entertained me. Like, hello. So yeah, I also had Figment riding the monorail
Yep.
from MCO. Did it get me a pair of MCO socks? No, it did not.
No, it didn't. Socks, please. Can we have some? Right.
So,
Now to the problem.
I do have a habit of winning things that are inappropriately sized.
Yeah.
When I went to Salou as a kid, I won this giant, and I mean giant, it was like bigger than me, blue herd doll that my mum and auntie then had to try and figure out how to get home.
Yeah.
When we went to Japan, I won not one, but two, I would argue almost life-size Eevees.
Yeah, they were like, the sleeping plushes that they do now for Disney. It's two of those for Eevee.
And then we had to buy a new suitcase, because we had to have an extra suitcase so that we could get the Eevees home, and it was an entire thing. So, with Dino Land USA going, I wanted to get a dino. What I really wanted was the Iguanodon, but you won the first dino. Mm-hmm. Notice I said the first.
Yeah.
Because I then won a dino as well. And I'm really happy because they're different to the dino that I have from 2022, so they can live together in a little dino
Yeah,
harem.
because they were just generic, whereas these have actually got
no, my one from
Dinorama.
2022 has, on his foot it says as well.
Oh yeah, Animal Kingdom on the foot.
Yeah, so I was made up. I was like, yay, they can all live together. It'll be cute. And then, because I was like, you'll see in the vlogs, there was a moment where I looked like an actual professional sports person. It was a fleeting moment, but I honestly thought that the Iguanodon could be mine.
Yeah.
it couldn't. And I won not 1, not 2, but 3 minis of this size. Only one of them has come home because there's 2 kids walking around Animal... Well, I mean, they're not walking around now, but there's 2 kids in Animal Kingdom who were given minis.
Yep. One of them was a birthday. It was their birthday, so...
It was, but that wasn't why she got it. I never even noticed her birthday badge. She was just by the otters and saying about how awesome the otters were. Of course that's going to win you a mini with me. And the other one was just in a pram and crying. And I was like, do you want a mini?
Yeah, do you want a mini? Yep, there you go.
So, yeah. But, you know, all things considered, this is a lot of plush to get home.
Yeah. Yep.
Made all the worse by... Let's just say I have an issue with sizes.
I was wondering where you're going then. Yes. Yes, you have an issue with sizes. Now, during lockdown...
We needed tea bags.
Joe ordered tea bags.
From Amazon, because, you know, it was lockdown.
Yep, just ordering some Yorkshire tea. Went, just get a box of tea. Joe got the industrial bags of tea.
It took us the entirety of the COVID period, like literally 3 years to drink the tea.
It's like 2,000 bags.
Oh, I think it might have been more, but yeah there was a lot of tea bags.
I'll find a picture of that and put it in. So she has prior.
I have form.
Yeah.
America, when you're doing online shopping, so we use Instacart to get Publix so that we don't actually go to the supermarkets or whatever.
We should probably actually go.
Oh, well, I mean, this would prove.
After this, yes.
Everything is in ounces. Mm-hmm. Now, when I'm baking, like, I still use pounds and ounces because that's how I was taught to bake by my gran. And to me, ounces, like, it doesn't... It's a small measurement. So saying something is X amount of ounces, I just think it's small.
Mm-hmm.
America doesn't agree. There's my hand for scale. This is a kilogram, near enough, of goldfish.
Yeah, you wanted 1 box.
I wanted 1.
And now, but inside it says 1.7 pounds. But
its net weight is 27.3 ounces.
So ounces in your mind was tiny. Gisai.
It is not small.
It's
at all.
bulky.
It's flipping huge.
So, but this wasn't on the first order we did though when we got to Florida. That would have been fine because we could have like slowly munched maybe quite a lot of that and then put it into a bag for taking home. No, this was the second order for stuff that we were going to bring home with us.
So I wanted a little thing of goldfish to bring home.
Yep, and instead we got nearly 1 kilogram of our baggage allowance used on these.
Which, in combination with
also,
the plush.
Also, it shows you how bloody cheap they were because you wouldn't have bought them if it was like $17, would you?
I mean, I don't look at the prices. Maybe I should, because that would probably have told me. Like, in my head though, I don't bother looking at the prices because I don't know how much stuff should be in America, so...
And also the Instacart's on your account, Andy, so you're the one paying for it.
No, because you took the money from the joint account anyway. So...
No, I didn't. But anyway. Cool.
Because I don't know how much stuff is supposed to be. For all I know, spending like $4 on a banana might be normal in America.
No, it's really not.
So,
I'm going to look up how much these were now. Because I've still got the app and the orders, haven't I? So... Okay. $11.
Oh, see, $11?
Yeah, that's still like £8.
Yeah, but I would just think...
Do you expect a small box of these to cost £8?
I mean, evidently I did.
Oh, dairy me. Dairy me.
So, needless to say, I won't be allowed to touch the Instacart anymore.
No. I mean, that should have been a warning that it's got 25 servings per container.
That doesn't mean anything, because it might be like you need 3 goldfish per serving.
Yeah. Anyway, right, carry on.
Um,
There was other mistakes like that, but nothing too serious.
the Ruffles was early on in the holiday, so it wasn't too bad. Where they were on buy 2 get 1 free,
Yeah.
and the pop that we ordered as well was on like buy 1 get 1 free. So that just meant that we had to do fewer orders.
It's good because the Instacart drivers go, oh, that's on offer where you get a free extra, so I'm going to put that in. But at the same time, you think you've ordered 12 bottles of Pepsi and you end up with 24. And stuff like
Got
that.
a little fridge and stuff.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, we literally didn't have to do any sort of drink orders or really buy too many drinks in the parks as well.
No, and we also didn't buy the resort mugs
Yeah.
because,
We just had...
well, where we were in Saratoga, there's no refill stations near
Yeah.
in Congress Park, and by the time if you're desperate for a drink and you have to walk all the way up, it's not that far, but it's far enough.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like we would ever.
No, it would be a bit of a waste. I mean, I know it's only $21, so it doesn't really take that much to actually get to that value in terms of drinks, but yeah. Anyway.
Also, this is a tangent, but a gripe. Why can I go to Typhoon Lagoon and buy a refillable cup that can be reactivated at a future date, but I can't reactivate my...
Accordingly, I've seen somebody post online that it is possible.
It's possible, but it's not at the same time, because all they do is put through the order to say that you're buying a new mug and then activate the chip on the bottom again. It's not actually
saving you any money.
No.
So it's just saving the environment, which is
But
a good
then
enough
is it
reason.
saving the environment, because their stock system thinks that a mug's gone and a mug's not gone, so then they're ordering more mugs. I could rant for this for days.
Yeah.
Days.
It does seem very wasteful for the resort mugs, but hopefully they can improve that.
And if they can do it in Typhoon Lagoon, they
Yeah.
can do it elsewhere. And a quick change of the camera later, because I put the whole product placement thing on, because we're moving on to pins.
Yeah.
Like I said, not showing every pin, because we would be here for a millennia.
You're just showing some important ones.
I am. Starting with a knot pin, because I've just picked it up and realised. We went to see Drawn to Life. I got a magnet from Drawn to Life.
Yeah.
It was $12.
That was a brilliant show.
Oh,
Highly
so
recommend it
good.
if you've never seen it before. If you like sort of circus skills and sort of
Just,
shows like
it
that.
was amazing.
Yeah.
So good. Right, we're going to start. We went to the After Dark pin event that was on in Florida at the time we were there. We weren't going for that, it just happened that they moved what is normally in August to September. We happened to be there. Andy got tickets.
Yay.
So, yeah.
Because somehow I'm able to do that quite easily. I sit in a queue and I get a low number every time. Whereas you always get a ridiculously high number.
I do. So, at the pin event, you get given a welcome pin and a farewell pin, and then you can essentially rank what order you would like to buy of other pins, and it's called your RSP. So not everyone gets every pin, because some pins are very low quantity and everything, but everyone got these 2 pins and an After Dark UV light, which, let me tell you, I did go around the room doing CSI.
Not a good idea to give people staying in Disney hotels a UV light.
However, there were no suspicious stains or anything, so,
No. Then again, this is a very low-powered little UV light anyway, so...
Clearly, I didn't realise at the time that you can just Postmate luminol, but only merges in the buildings.
I don't think you can just Postmate luminol. I mean...
It's America, you probably can.
We'll check. We'll check next time. You never know.
So, the welcome pin was this Maleficent one that says Disney After Dark 2024 pin event. It glows.
I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, there you go. Hold it up a bit. There we go. It glows.
And then the farewell pin was celebrating Disney Pins 25 years because next year is the 25th anniversary, and it has Figment and Spaceship Earth and other such cool bits on it.
It does glow in the dark as well.
It does glow.
That one doesn't really show up as well, but the pinks and greens are like UV coloured.
Yeah, so we both got those. Then for this is very much a small selection because they had pins that you could get from like gacha machines and mystery Tiny Kingdom pins.
Yeah.
All of which I've not brought through because they are all in pin folders at the minute. But I got the 2 Ursula pins that they were doing. So that one was $27.99, and then this one was $54.99, and DPC discounts do apply to them. Thanks, your arms are longer.
Joe's still got them in the plastic bags.
Yeah. You got this one?
Yeah, so I got a Prince John one in that series, which is really nice. I mean, it wasn't a sort of like required sort of pin for me, but hey, it was available, and on the day then there was also hundreds of them left over as well. But hey, I got them.
I then got a Max and Goofy Barnstormer one that you can only see Max on because it's a flippy one and it's really heavy.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it, that one.
And that again was $27.99. And then the pin that I wanted most from the event, understandably, was this Emperor's New Groove one. I don't know what bits of it glow. I know that bits do. Let's find out.
Like everything in Yzma's entire outfit just is day glow.
She's magnificent.
Just it doesn't really come over on properly, but
yeah. So I think they're the only After Dark ones I'm going to show for now.
Yeah.
Like I say, there'll be a full pin video. The first day that we were in Florida, I managed to pick up the Trick or Treat Yzma pin for Halloween. This was $19.99. I actually got the last one in the cabinet at the Contemporary.
But then they had a restock later on.
They did.
So they were available absolutely everywhere.
And so, because they had a restock, I then got the Ursula one as well.
Yep.
The first pin that I bought when we got to America was this open edition Llama Cusco.
To which then we went to the pin event and found out it was part of a set.
But the rest of the set hadn't come in yet. And when asked at the pin event, well, when can we expect to see the other 2 open edition pins? They were like, any day now. And they were right. They were any day now. So I got the Yzma and Kronk open editions as well.
Almost like little miniature profile pins, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really cute. I got a few Goofy Movie pins.
You're making it more difficult for me now, aren't you?
Yeah.
A few Goofy.
I got a few limited edition pins. So this Chippendale Autumn one, and then this Bi-Coastal Adventures Small World one.
Yeah.
So it like moves and you can see the different, like Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
Yeah, the 2 different parks.
I got a lot of just random pins of just stuff that I like. We don't talk about Bruno, no, and Tailspin.
Yep. Oh, Launchpad McDuck. His meet and greet is gone.
It has.
It's a shame.
I like Launchpad. Anyway, yeah, like I say, there will be a full pin video.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot more.
Yeah, it's just basically I saw pins and went, I like that pin, and got it. I got a Saratoga Springs pin. I like to get a pin of every resort we stay at. We have stayed at Saratoga before, but it's a different pin to the last time, so
Any excuse to buy another pin.
it can continue in the ordering.
Yep.
And then the last one that I've got for showing.
The most expensive pin out the entire lot.
We did the Keys to the Kingdom tour. It was amazing. There is absolutely nothing that we filmed of it because you can't film anything.
Even you can't even film inside the town hall. To the start of the tour, they tell you to basically put your phones away, put your cameras away. That's it for the rest of the day. Just makes it easier.
And honestly, I would say that it was possibly my favourite day of our entire trip because we did Keys to the Kingdom tour, went back to the hotel for a few hours, largely because we got absolutely drenched because the heavens opened as the tour finished.
Yeah.
Then went back into the park later on and did loads of pictures with PhotoPass photographers. Managed to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train as the fireworks were going off. Got the Tangled picture with the lantern.
Was that the same day?
Yeah, it was all the same day.
Wow.
It was like just the most magical day.
Yeah, because we ended up with a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs. Because we went to go and try and upgrade our tickets to an annual pass.
We weren't even trying to upgrade. We just wanted to know what our options were. Because it's very hard to see on the website coming from the UK what we can get by having DVC because you're entitled to like Florida residence ones and then
there's discounts for the higher ones and so on and so on. So we went in to ask for the price. The guest services cast member said, "Oh, you can apply the value of your ticket to it," and we were like, "Oh, I didn't think we could because it's a UK ticket." And he went, no, showing up here. So we went through the process of that. It was going to be about $340 each to upgrade. Clicked through to the next step and it failed on validation. So it shows to them that they can upgrade, but when it does the final check to do the upgrade, it then knocks it back with that's not possible. So we were there for about 40 minutes discussing the options and what prices and stuff like that, and the cast member felt really bad that he wasted our time somehow and then gave us,
even though we went in asking for information, we got the information we wanted, so we were like, you've not wasted our time.
Yeah, that's it.
We got what we wanted.
And he was adamant to give us some fast passes for the time, and we were just like, it doesn't really matter. But hey, if you're offered.
Yeah, he said you can pick any ride within Magic Kingdom except Tiana's Bayou because it's about to close and you won't get over in time. And I went, oh, any ride? Can I pick Seven Dwarfs? And he went, yeah.
Yeah,
and I was
done. Okay.
You can't usually get fast passes.
Yeah, but
nope, he did it for Seven Dwarfs, so...
Anyway, sidetracked.
Yeah, sidetracked. But we rode that whilst the fireworks were going on. It was amazing. But as part of the Keys to the Kingdom tour, you do get a pin badge that says Keys to the Kingdom on it. It doesn't have a Mickey back.
It's not a normal Disney pin. It is just a cheaper pin. But
it's pretty.
It's the memory.
And, so...
And it cost a lot because...
the Keys to the Kingdom tour is not cheap, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. So to get that pin, you need to pay for the tour, which isn't cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to a pin.
Yeah, compared to a normal pin, yeah. Other things that I know that we got that I have not bothered to dig out.
Yeah.
I got a Yzma keyring. I got a Goofy movie keyring from the outlet. I did the Pearl experience at Epcot, so I've got a piece of jewellery.
It's the second time you've done that, isn't it? But you got a decent sized pearl this time, didn't you?
I think I got the same as last time, I think I got 6.5 again.
Oh, right, okay. But, yeah.
But I enjoy doing it. It's not every trip we go, I'll do it. It's like every 5 years thing.
I mean, you're technically right because you did it in 2020.
That's kind of correct. Yeah. Obviously, pins that we traded for at the pin event, which is why I'm saying I'll do a separate pin video because there'll be the ones we bought and the ones that we traded for.
We need to do a video just on the pin trading events as well in general. Just for
because
people
there was so
who
much that they just didn't tell you. And I've been to pin events before, just not in America, and it was nothing like I expected. And there was some people who in the queue weren't being entirely honest with what we needed to do. basically because it would benefit them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we just do a little. So you go into a pin event in.
Yeah. As per usual, there's really incredibly nice people who are lovely, and we had so many fun conversations with people there.
Yeah, but there's bad apples in
and
every.
then there's bad apples who try and manipulate the situation and maybe the inexperience of some people for their own advantage, which isn't great. But
Yeah. But overall, it was a very positive experience.
yeah, if you're into pin trading and you're in Walt Disney World or Disneyland when one's going on, consider going, because it is quite fun and also a good way to trade some pins for some higher value stuff
that you can then foolishly trade on because you lost your Pluto pin.
Yeah, that's for another video.
Yeah, but
I can't think of anything else that I bought, to be honest.
Oh, we bought some Encanto Joffrey's coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, so just a pack of
Just a pack of coffee and
pack of Joffrey's. It's coffee. We like the Joffrey's coffee. It's mostly the 50th. It was good when we actually got to Florida and found a massive stash of 50th coffee in the box.
Yeah, in our owner's locker.
Yeah.
Which has also come home if you wanted, I guess, could we include in the haul.
Yeah.
What else? Lanyards and bits.
Yeah.
I think that is mainly though the bulk of the items.
Yeah, not so much, not like going crazy like we did the last couple of years. I mean, well, for me anyway, not going crazy. I've literally got a couple of pieces of clothes and that's it.
Yeah, I got a couple of clothing items and a lot of pins and a lot of goldfish.
Yeah, goldfish, yeah. Brilliant. Right, let's finish this because nobody wants to hear us ramble on for another 25 minutes about absolutely nothing. So, thank you for watching this video. We're going to be posting our travel day on Sunday.
So if you're watching this the day that this goes up, this should be going up on Wednesday the 2nd, and then that would mean Thursday the 3rd. Ooh, Mean Girls Day. Friday the 4th. Saturday the 5th. Why is this so complicated for me? Sunday the 6th.
Hey!
Sunday the 6th should be our travel day.
Yep. And that'll include a bit of pre-travel day because we did have a pre-travel day, but we didn't really film enough to be worthwhile.
And also, it wasn't really a pre-travel day. It was we went to the theatre, which
we went to the theatre
mentioned.
and decided to stay over at Manchester Airport rather than going all the way back home to come all the way back in because the theatre was in Manchester. So,
well, the theatre was technically in Salford. However, the car park at Salford means that it takes you an hour and a half to get off it. So, by the time we'd have gone there, we wanted to do Twilight check-in.
We'll leave that to past selves to explain because I think we explained that in the video. But
yeah.
Anyway.
So if you're watching this the day this goes up on Wednesday the 2nd, then the travel vlog will be on Sunday the 6th.
Yep.
And then every Wednesday and Sunday will be a vlog from our trip. And at the end of all of that, you will see the pin haul to end all pin hauls.
And then there'll be a couple of videos about our trip in total and
just general trip reports
and
numbers of how much we spent.
And what we think of Saratoga Springs. Now this is our 3rd stay there and other bits like that.
I think we might struggle a bit on totals in terms of souvenirs just because we don't know.
Yeah.
However, I kind of feel like souvenirs are very subjective, and like if you're not a pin collector, you're not going to spend the money on pins.
Yep.
So you don't really care how much pins cost. You want to know how much like transport, food, and that kind of essentials. So we'll include all that in the trip reports.
Absolutely.
And doing real well at wrapping this up and just carrying on talking.
Yeah.
Apologies for the fireworks that you just heard. It's just the joys of living where we do. Every night is fireworks night. Even in the middle of August at 7 o'clock at night, people will be letting fireworks off that they can't see.
Okay. Thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. It does the same thing and nobody cares. And in short, do the YouTube stuff and subscribe if you're not subscribed and click the notification bell and all the other things that we usually say.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.